So if you guys want to learn how to trade options, purchase my ebook located at wordly41.gumroad.com. And basically, how did I make $1,071 with 9 cents trading SPY put options? So looking at SPY today, April 22, 11:26. April 22. 11:26, right? So basically this candle, I got into SPY put options. The reason is because you could see this previous candle had trouble breaking over the 180-day moving average. With that in mind, it was most likely that this candle, the 11:30 candle, was going to see some sort of rejection by the 200-day moving average if it approached it. That did happen, and so within like that same candle, or no, not actually within that same candle, the next candle I sold out at 11:44, and once that other candle, which is this one right here, got rejected by the once it got rejected by the 200-day moving average, I sold out the position, and then I made a gain of $1,071 with 9 cents, just trading a couple of SPY put options and just going over some quick news of what's going on with the overall market. So let's see. So basically, Trump softens his tone on negotiating with China, and basically there could be a negotiation deal with China soon, possibly. And then let's see. And then Trump announced that he says he has no intention of firing Jerome Powell as Fed chair after, yesterday, after he called him a major loser. So this guy is really bipolar. And then basically Trump says today that a period of economic transition could be a little while. And then I think that's pretty much it, really. Yeah. So basically, with that news in mind, it kind of made the overall market boom, actually. So, and then just pretty much another thing that happened today was that Tesla reported earnings. So basically, Tesla reported earnings after hours. Tesla just brought in its lowest quarterly revenue since Q3 2021. Earnings per share of 0.27 cents, missing expectations of 0.41 cents, and basically revenue of 19.3 billion, missing expectations of 21.34 billion. So they did very horrible on earnings, but with the announcement of possibly that Trump could negotiate a deal with China soon, and then he said that today that he would not fire Jerome Powell. And so with that in mind, it kind of basically made the overall market boom after hours. So there could be a possibility that we could see a rally by tomorrow. And basically any negative news relating to any company could negate it in a way. So with that in mind, you have to be very careful with the news in a way, because basically try to play the news and then sell the news quickly, because usually the news dies really quick relating to the market. So I'm kind of not very hopeful what could happen with tomorrow, since this news could just be very short-lived, and then it just the overall market could just dump all of a sudden. It kind of reminds me of the other day. What day was it? When was it? When basically tariffs were announced for everyone in the world, and then all of a sudden Trump announces that we're gonna do a 90-day tariff pause on everyone, minus the exception of China. They're still gonna keep their 125% tariff on China. And basically, I think that same day or the next day, the overall market boomed. But then following the next day of the market, open, the overall market dumped. So really that news was very short-lived. So basically try to play the news, sell the news quick, because the news tends to die very quickly. So another thing is that I want to kind of go over the overall market. Basically after hours, SPY is at 535.28. So on the 4-hour time chart, basically what needs to happen is that tomorrow it needs to approach the 180/200 day moving average. If SPY does reach those two moving averages, it needs to break through them. If it fails to break through it, then we're going to see a slight rejection towards the downside, and the overall market could slump towards the downside. And then just pretty much the I guess you could say the overall market, like the Magnificent Seven. Wait, hold on. Yeah, pretty much the Magnificent Seven has just been in a slump. And basically what you want to do is that if you're investing in the long term, try to invest into stocks for the long term. You know, these are stocks that that are, I guess you could say they're valuable. These are mega cap stocks. Usually mega cap stocks tend to be they tend to give you a great return instead of other like large, medium, small cap stocks. Meanwhile, these mega cap stocks tend to usually give you a nice return if you hold them within like a year or two. And so basically Tesla on the daily chart, it's holding above like this little small support level around 232, 235. Amazon is holding itself around this like small support level around 161 through 165. Apple, let's say Apple's trying its best to hold this like support level around 196, 195. So Meta's kind of tricky, but there is a double bottom pattern. So basically 480 through 479 is basically the support level of Meta right now. SPY needs to kind of break above the 9-day moving average. That way we can see further momentum, but by the looks of it, it looks like by tomorrow. Wait, no, not by tomorrow. Basically, if after hours it's saying that right now SPY is 535, and if it does maintain itself at that price level in the pre-market, then pretty much we're gonna try to retest that 20-day moving average, and if we break through it, then good. That means the overall market's gonna go up. Google's around like this little small support level around the 140 range. Microsoft their support level is anywhere in the 340, 350 range. And then Nvidia, I would say their support level is anywhere from 92 through 95. And the VIX could possibly use the 20-day moving average as support, and it could try to break through that 9-day moving average as a retest level of resistance. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. That's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, take care, and as always, this is not financial advice. As always, take care. Bye.